Welcome to The Becoming, where we explore the most pressing topics in personal growth and development. Today, we're going to talk about something that I believe holds many people back from achieving their dreams: the fear of uncertainty. This fear can be debilitating, causing us to hesitate and second-guess ourselves at every turn. But what if I told you that this fear is not only normal, but also necessary for growth and success? The first insight into overcoming the fear of uncertainty is to recognize that it's a natural human emotion. We all experience it at some point in our lives, and it's not a sign of weakness or inadequacy. In fact, it's a sign that we're pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones and into the unknown. I remember when I first started my career as a writer, I was terrified of uncertainty. I had no idea if I would be successful or if I would be able to make a living from my writing. But I took the leap anyway, and it's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. The second insight is that the fear of uncertainty is often rooted in our past experiences. If we've had negative experiences in the past, such as failure or rejection, it can be difficult to shake off the feeling of uncertainty and doubt. However, it's essential to recognize that our past experiences do not define us, and that we have the power to create a new future for ourselves. For example, I know someone who was rejected from their dream college, but instead of giving up, they used that experience as motivation to work harder and eventually got accepted into an even better college. The third insight is that embracing uncertainty can be a powerful catalyst for growth and success. When we're faced with uncertainty, we're forced to think outside the box and come up with creative solutions to problems. This can lead to innovation and progress, and can help us to develop a sense of resilience and adaptability. For instance, many successful entrepreneurs have talked about how they had to navigate through uncertainty and ambiguity in the early days of their businesses. But it was precisely this uncertainty that drove them to innovate and find new solutions. The fourth insight is that we need to learn to reframe our thinking around uncertainty. Instead of seeing it as a threat, we need to see it as an opportunity for growth and exploration. This requires a mindset shift, and it's not always easy. But with practice and patience, we can develop a more positive and resilient mindset that allows us to thrive in the face of uncertainty. I found that one of the most effective ways to do this is to practice mindfulness and meditation, which can help to calm the mind and focus on the present moment. The fifth insight is that we need to build a support network of people who can help us navigate through uncertainty. This can include friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who can offer guidance and support when we need it. Having a strong support network can make all the difference in the world, and can help us to feel more confident and resilient in the face of uncertainty. For example, I've been fortunate to have a mentor who has guided me through some of the most uncertain times in my career, and I'm grateful for their wisdom and support. The sixth insight is that we need to take small steps towards our goals, even if we're not sure what the outcome will be. This can be daunting, but it's essential to take action and move forward, even if it's just a small step. By taking small steps, we can build momentum and confidence, and can begin to see progress towards our goals. I remember when I first started working on a new project, I was unsure of how it would turn out, but I took small steps every day, and eventually, it started to take shape and become a reality. The seventh insight is that we need to practice self-compassion and kindness when we're faced with uncertainty. This means being gentle with ourselves, and acknowledging that it's okay to not have all the answers. It's essential to treat ourselves with the same kindness and compassion that we would offer to a friend, and to avoid self-criticism and negative self-talk. For instance, when I'm feeling uncertain or doubtful, I try to remind myself that it's normal and that I'm doing the best I can, and that helps to calm my mind and focus on the present moment. In conclusion, the fear of uncertainty is a natural human emotion, but it's also a major obstacle that can hold us back from achieving our dreams. By recognizing that it's a normal part of the growth process, reframing our thinking, building a support network, taking small steps, and practicing self-compassion, we can overcome the fear of uncertainty and unlock our full potential. Remember, uncertainty is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as an opportunity for growth and exploration. So, what's the most significant way that fear of uncertainty has held you back in your life? Share your story with us in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about how we can overcome this fear and achieve our goals. Don't forget to subscribe to The Becoming for more content on personal growth and development, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos. If you're ready to take the first step towards overcoming your fear of uncertainty, then take a moment to reflect on what's holding you back. Is it a specific fear or doubt? Is it a lack of confidence or self-belief? Whatever it is, know that you have the power to overcome it and achieve your dreams. Remember, the only way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So, what are you waiting for? Finally, I want to leave you with a quote from Nelson Mandela, who said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." This quote reminds us that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and that it's not about avoiding it, but about learning to navigate through it and rise above it. So, let's rise above our fears and doubts, and let's achieve our dreams. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.